Hello and welcome. This is Charulata from St. Paul's Changalpet. This is Class 12, Lesson 2, Functions of Management. Already we saw about the first lesson, Principles of Management. I would like to have a small recap of that. What is management? Management is the art of getting things with and through others. And this second lesson is about functions of management. Scholars have different field of management have their own classification of functions of management. Some scholars have many functions of management and some they delete it, and here are two kinds of functions: main functions and the subsidiary functions. Let us see now. Chapter 2, Functions of Management. There are two kinds of functions: main functions and the subsidiary functions. Before that we will see what is management, what is the concept of management. It is a goal oriented and it is the art of getting things done with and through others. And the functions of management are divided into two functions: main functions and the subsidiary functions. And main functions are planning, organizing, staffing, directing, motivating, controlling and coordination. Now let us see each one of the main function. The first one is planning. Planning is deciding in advance. So think before you act, or look before you leap, or some of the usual traditional proverbs, which is basic or a logic for the planning. So it is a primary function of the management. Nothing cannot be performed without the planning. So for example, for writing the book, we start with the planning. Okay, so planning refers in deciding in advance, and it should be take place before doing. What shall be done, where, how and who shall do it. These things should be planned. Yes, if before you are going to start to read a book or to write a book, you have to plan what you are going to write. Okay, the next function is organizing. Organizing is, it is a harmonious relationship, or we can say that authority to carry out the work. For example, during the Corona period, Peela Rajesh has been given the authority to carry out the work. As a health minister, she carries out her work because authority is given to her. So the management organizes the relationship with the employees in order to achieve the goals. So organizing functions work is assigned to the employees, and they have given the authority to carry out the work assigned to them, and they are accountable it. They are answerable for the management. Okay, organizing is the authority given to the employees to carry out the work, and also the employees are accountable to the management. And the third one is staffing. Staffing means placement of the right person in the right job. Okay, so success of the enterprise depends upon the staffing. It is a staffing includes selection of the right person. So when we select the person for the employee, we have to select the right person. We should give them enough training, and if they are doing the best, they can be given the promotion. And also if they are attained the age of 58 or 59, they have to be given retirement. And if they are doing it well, they are, every time they have to be given a performance appraisal, and they should be paid the remuneration. So for the success of any enterprise depends upon the successful performance of staffing function. So the staff whom we select should be suitable. He should be a right person, and he should be fixed in the right job in order to get a successful performance of the organization. The next one is directing. Directing denotes motivating, leading, guiding, communicating. Yes or no? So the management has to motivate the employees, they have to guide, and they have to communicate with their subordinates, the so-called employees, in the ongoing process in order to attain the preset goals. Okay, without directing, without giving them any instruction, without giving them any communication, how will the employees do the work? So they should be, every time the employee should be given proper guidance at the proper time in order to attain the goals. The next one is motivating. So as a children, every now and then the teachers motivate you to get more marks or to make you to concentrate on your studies. Only then you will improve and you will score more marks. So motivation is the it is the main purpose to speed up the work of the employees regarding the management. Okay, motivation includes increasing the speed of the performance of the work, and also it will help the to improve their willingness on the part of the workers. So if the if the manager says, yeah, you have done it so well, very good, you can do it, if you can do this in this time, you can perform it very well. If he says the few words no, then the employees will be motivated, and he will be very much encouraged, and he will perform the work more effectively. Okay, and within the stipulated period he will complete his work. Okay, the next one is controlling. This is directing is done before attaining the goals, whereas controlling is done after the goals have been achieved. That is, the employees will be the employees work will be evaluated, and then they will decide whether to be given the increment or whether they can be given promotion. So it is a control function, and which facilitates a synchronization of the actual performance with the predetermined goals. Okay, so controlling is done after the performance is over, whereas directing is done ongoing process of the performance. Okay, try to understand the difference between the directing and controlling. And the next one is coordination. Coordination, as I said, it is a synchronization of the actions of the individuals. Those who are working in the enterprises, they have different capacities. So so as to lead to the most successful attainment of the common objectives, coordination is a must. So the management has to coordinate with the employees in order to attain the predetermined goal. But the difficulty of the coordination depends upon the size of the organization. Okay, if the difficulty will be increased with the increase in the size of the organization. Okay, they have to coordinate along with the employees. Management has to coordinate with the employees in order to attain the predetermined goals. And the second one is subsidiary functions. So in the main functions we saw about planning, organizing, staffing, directing, motivating, controlling, and coordination. So the next one is subsidiary functions. First we saw about the main functions. The next one is the subsidiary functions. Okay, the first one is innovation, next representation, third one is decision making, and the fourth one is communication. So what is meant by innovation? Innovation means refers to the preparation of the personnel means employee, and the organization to face the changes made in the business world. See, the management and the employee should be updated with what is going on in the business world. So they have to develop the new materials, they have to produce new products, they have to follow the new techniques in the production, and they should put a new package or the new design for the product. So they should be very innovative and creative in order to attain the predetermined goals. So employees and also the management should be very innovative and creative to attain the goals. The next one is representation. Representative means somebody is suppose in your class if there is a class leader or a monitor, we say that he is a representative of the class. If you have any problem, you will inform the class leader, and the class leader will inform the class teacher, and the class teacher will inform to the principal. Okay, so if you're going to represent, the leader is going to represent the whole classroom, whatever may be the problem or any ideas or suggestion, whatever it is. So here in the management, a management act as a representative of the company, and because a manager deals with all the customers, suppliers, government officials, banks, financial institutions, trade unions, everybody. So they have the link with all these people. So it is a duty of every manager to have the good relation with the others. So manager is a representative of the company. Okay, next is decision making. So every employee of organization has to take number of decisions every day. Only when the decision is made, there will be a possibility of smooth functioning of the organization. So decision has to be done along with the management. The employee has to decide well in advance what has to be what and where it has to be done. And the last one is communication. So communication means, that is a transformation of the information from one person to another. Not only information, your thoughts or your views or opinions from one person to another. So here in the company or in the organization, the workers are to be informed what should be done, where it should be done, how it should be done, and when it is to be done. So these are the 4 subsidiary functions. Okay, innovation, representation, decision making, and communication. Okay, so this is the functions of management. It is a very, very small, simple lesson, deals only with the main functions and the subsidiary functions. Hope you understood. Thank you, children. See you in the next class with the 3rd chapter.